Okay, I've never played Outcast before. I've never heard of Outcast before. This one never crossed my desk. I guess it came out in 1999? I'm gonna let this opening play. I also don't know if the audio balance is right, so if it's like super quiet, let me know.
Came the discovery of the superstrings theory, which stated that an elementary particle that is
Oh, thank you very much, Alvalpin. I appreciate that.
Diameter was the basic element of all matter. This prompted the idea that
Time for casting out.
worlds exist parallel to our own.
Parallel realities, got it.
Dimensions at the subatomic scale. Will be a year long remembered in the scientific world as Professor William Kaufman's published work on ubiquitous strings is released. Simply put, Kaufman predicts that travel to a parallel world may be possible using a method he's called string tunneling. But many in the scientific field, while agreeing with his findings, say that the power output that is needed is far beyond the capabilities of science.
I think the game itself is widescreen, although the opening cutscene is 4:3.
Not guilty verdict. The families of the 11 MIT lab workers who were killed in the July 1999 explosion contend that Zhu was at fault, and that his attempt to create the first matter-antimatter reaction was the cause.
First matter-antimatter reaction, it just evaporates instantly, and it's not a big deal. It's a cool opening, though.
You're in my light, pal.
Commander Slade?
Not bad. I guess my weight, too.
I'm Major Vernon, sir. We've got a diamond priority situation at one of our outposts.
It's really good for 99.
To the site.
Odyssey 7 was 97. It's my anchor year. I guess I can remember now, for PC, Deus Ex is 2000, is that right? Looks about as good as Longest Journey.
Commander!
But did they do a full remake of this?
Sorry, sir, but we're almost to the site, and I'm supposed to debrief you before we land.
Get on with it, then.
In your mission briefing, you'll see that yesterday at 16:30 GST, a top-secret military experiment was launched.
You got any coffee?
No, sir.
Bushy eyebrows.
Now, if you'll just follow along.
Damn. Okay, I'm all ears, Major. Go on.
Well, as you may know, scientists
This guy is
have talked
an
about
extremely
traveling
90s
to
protagonist.
parallel worlds for
Assuming
last
he's the
couple
player
of years,
character.
and yesterday, we did it.
Did what?
We sent a probe through the boundary separating us from the other dimensions.
Really? Where'd you wind up?
Oh, is it like a fan
Belgium?
remake?
For 71 minutes, we were receiving data back from the probe before
Confidential.
an entity from that world damaged it, sending an energy backlash through to our world that's caused an atomic chain reaction we were unable to contain.
Looks like your precious lab blew up.
Not exactly. Pilot, give me a 30-degree roll to port. It caved in.
Game audio okay for now. It probably isn't a great indicator of what it's going to be like during normal play, since cutscene volume is usually set separately.
Let me
But
get this straight. The probe you shot in the Twilight Zone screwed up and is sucking us in?
Yes. And the vortex is growing exponentially, Commander.
that seems bad.
We estimate 25 days before the Earth is no more than a cosmic memory.
Pretty high fucking stakes. Okay.
So why am I here?
You're here to escort a group of 3 scientists into the same parallel world to repair and retrieve that probe.
I'm trained in combat and survival. I don't run an escort service.
Urgent. Soft gear maintenance op needed at Hall G13. Red sector com briefing is a go at 1300 hours.
Look, all I'm saying, Anthony, is we weren't ready. I was as eager as you to test our theories, but that didn't give us license to...
Us? I'm not taking the fall for your flawed theories, Kaufman. My energy source didn't lose that probe, and when we find it, I'll...
Attention. Report all
Gentlemen,
packages.
this is Commander Cutter Slade. He's here to make sure you have
I didn't catch his name was Cutter Slade.
More than you got, anyway.
This is Professor William Kaufman, head of the Cristobal Project.
Lab techs,
I love that he has a permanent scowl smirk on his face.
Professor.
And Professor Anthony Xu, Professor Kaufman's...
Guiding light. Without me, he'd still be at the blueprint stage.
Where I fear we should have stayed.
We can save the speculation until after we've plugged that hole, gentlemen. Professor Kaufman, you're due at the pad first.
Oh, I'll be along momentarily, Major.
urgent. Past 5 commanders. P1 reload.
So, what's the plan, Professor?
Quite simple, really. When we get to the other world, we locate the damaged probe and repair the systems using these backup cards. Of course, the damage could be anything from the power output to the...
It's not the power output, it's the string tunneling device.
We'll find that out soon enough, Professor.
It's not soon enough.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to the pad.
This is from a fun era before string theory had kind of been disgraced.
Why did they choose you, Commander?
Guess I drew the
It
short
still
straw.
shows up in
Nice to know we
popular
have
media,
something
but
in common. See you on the other side, gentlemen.
One step away from proving my energy source can work, and now this. I can't believe my luck.
Don't worry, Professor. Stick close to me and we'll get through this.
Listen, G.I. Joe. I'm only gonna tell you this once. I don't take orders from anyone.
Is that so?
I have a strong feeling you're going to be trouble.
Mm-hmm. The feeling's mutual, Professor. Suit's a bit on the tight side.
Sorry. We've already sent a shipment of new technology weaponry to the other world. The instructions were in your brief.
Thanks. By the way, you said 3 scientists. So far, I've only seen double.
Wolf?
Oh, God.
What's she doing here?
You two know each other?
Not really.
doesn't have a lot of
No,
room to
we're
emote
lawyers,
with his
anyway.
permanent
Look,
DreamWorks
about that,
Is
eyebrows.
there a problem?
I don't really know. Is there, Wolf? I wouldn't want the Senator upset again.
My mother has nothing to do with this. I'm here on my own credentials.
Ms. Wolf is our exobiologist, Commander. If your mission runs longer than expected, she'll be helping you figure out which bugs to eat and what plants to avoid.
This is like the superposition of every 90s action
Also be
movie. It's
attempting
great.
Communication with the sentient beings we saw in the probe.
Communication? Her? How ironic.
You don't understand, Commander. What happened wasn't...
This happy reunion will have to wait, you two. Commander, we need you on the pad now. Ms. Wolf? What was all that about?
Guess you guys didn't have time for background checks.
Hey, that's like the symbol on the patches on their
Is this
arms.
thing really gonna get us there alive?
Would you rather stay here?
You've got a point there. Just try not to break anything else before I get back, will you?
We'll try, Commander. Good luck.
Very Stargate, the movie. Might be one of the most robust, ambitious opening cinematics, at least from a Western game that I've played. It's pretty good. It also seems like it actually has motifs. It's not just there to be background music. Hopefully we're okay. Capture card glitch, but give it a second.
Ulukai? Ulukai! Zonanikar! Zonguarta!
You guys want to keep it down. My head is splitting.
No audio crackling at the moment, I hope.
Are you unhurt?
I did test it
so
at the start of
dumb.
stream, but since it
My
just
hearing's
flickered, I
really
can't
out of
know.
whack.
I do not understand, Ulukai.
Ulukai? What's that? Some egghead word for... Holy shit!
What is Egghead?
Who are you? Where are the others?
I am Zokrim, leader of the Dolotai Guardians. What others do you talk of?
Others, like me.
We found you alone, Ulukai. No others were there.
Brilliant. Now what?
It's a cool opening.
Now we will help you retrieve your 5 mons.
Okay, the game audio is a bit quieter than the cutscenes. I'm going to turn it up a hair. Let me know if it gets too loud
then
later.
all of Adelpha will be free.
Whoa. Slow down there, Chief. I hate to burst your bubble, but I've already got a world to save.
Yes, Ulukai, and that is Adelpha.
Why do you keep calling me Ulukai? The name is Cutter Slade.
Hundreds of
It's a
moons
really
ago,
funny name.
the Prophet Khazar spoke of a higher being, the Ulukai, who would arrive at this time to save Adelpha from destruction at the hands of Feyran. To do this, you will need the 5 mons, sacred objects that have been
Sacred
hidden
Pokemon.
around the regions of Adelpha, awaiting your arrival.
Sounds like you have some real problems. Zokgrim, was it? But right now, I gotta find
I'm
the
your
3 other
Lisan
people on my
Al-Gaib.
team and a busted probe. That's my first priority. If I have time afterwards, I'll see what I can do about helping you, okay?
If you search for friends and busted probe, have you a way of finding them?
Now that you mention it, no, I don't.
Then I propose a deal with you, Ulukai. I will tell the other Dolotai Guardians to go out into their regions and search for what you seek.
This is like
When
4
they
years
discover
before
anything,
Coder 1.
They will get word to me, then I to you.
How many men do you have?
Once we numbered in the thousands.
This game in
Now we
Anachronox,
are but
when did that come
100,
out?
and getting smaller with each moon.
So if I help you get these mons, you'll use your
2001,
100 eyes
wow.
and ears to look around this world for me?
Yes.
It's comparable to Anachronox in terms of how
Sound like
like
I have much
ambitious
of
it
a
is
choice
with trying
How will
to
you know where
animate
I am?
and block scenes like
You will
this.
know, Ulukai. Many Talon will not believe in you until they hear stories of your good deeds. All will watch your every move.
Fair enough. Now the probe is a big, shiny metal object, and I need to find it first.
Is this what you seek?
A backpack? Where'd you get that?
It was found where you arrived, Ulukai, as were many sacred objects of the Yods.
No, the probe is much bigger than that. You said the rest of the equipment is there?
No, Ulukai. When sacred objects were discovered, many Talon take them for themselves, to have a little part of the Yods,
Got
and
it.
to feel hope that some
Let me go
moon
take
they
their
would
hope
help
from them.
Most Talon will not want to give up their sacred objects.
This mission will be a snap, Commander. It's just a simple repair operation. What could go wrong? Well, let's count. I lost my crew, can't find the probe. My equipment is being used by the natives as rosary beads.
Oof.
And I have 1 backpack with my HK P-12 and 30 rounds of ammo. I believe that places this mission somewhere just south of Fubar.
I did not understand all what you said, Ulukai, but if you are looking for more items, I would like to give you this.
What is it?
This is quite a
This
bit more
damn
aggressive
self
than Deus Ex. So is
believed to save
Anachronox.
a Talon's essence. When it is
Deus Ex
held
just kind
and
of pops
squeezed in
between
one's
2
hand.
flat angles
When you
of
do
lips
this,
moving up and
a
down.
strange glow builds inside the Gamsav, and after a few moments, it lets out a bright light. This is believed to imprint your essence on the Gamsav, but you cannot move while the light is growing.
Skip it, Chief. This is too much. Look, I think I need to clear my head. Got a place
Certainly
I
don't
can
get characters
stretch my legs a bit?
gesticulating that much.
Of course, Ulukai. Our camp is open to you. You should find my son Jan. He can help you. Once he has done so,
It's always
return to
fun.
me, and I will open the Dalka, so you may leave.
Infogrames. A pretty background there. Okay, music is like so quiet I can barely hear it in my ear, so once the game actually starts, I'll try to adjust that. Publisher of good games. something underwater. Moscow Symphony Orchestra and Chorus. Hey, it's a Stargate. Okay. This is a very strange menu, so I have to use WASD. I did boot and skip the cutscene before stream to test this. And I can't hit enter. I have to click, right? Okay. So turn the music volume. That's probably fine. And the rest of it seemed fine. Oh, is it E to select in that menu? Okay, thanks. Okay, so I can click to jump. Right click to pick up. Tab is the mini map, okay. I just have to step on it to pick up, okay. Okay, dialogue.
Excuse me, pal. What is a Daoka?
They are the travel rings that have been found throughout Adelpha for thousands and thousands of moons. No Talon knows who created them, only that they allow fast travel to regions where they lie. We
That's cool.
turned ours off to make sure no soldiers followed us when we rescued you.
About Mon.
What are these Mon you told me about again?
It is said that you will come to Adelpha and reunite the 5 Mons. Then the season of Pharaon will come to an end and all of Adelpha will be at peace once again.
And what are they?
Okay.
No Talon
Start a
knows.
future Marstead text file for this stuff.
They were found by Khazar and then hidden from the soldiers of Pharaon by all the Shamas after Khazar was reverted. Find the Shamas in any region you enter to begin finding them on, Urukai.
What is a Yod?
The Yods are the forces that watch us from above and give all Talon our essence. They are the ones who have brought you to us, we hope.
And so the Mon are 5 things. Daoka is... They'll just help me to write them down, that way I can remember them. The Stargates... Shamazar.
Can you tell me about Shamazar?
It is the region that the Daoka in our camp leads to. This region is filled with temples and many Talon there are forced to grow food for Pharaon's soldiers.
Say, Zokrim, what's with that Gamsav you
Game save.
That is your Gamsav. It is a very special piece of Adelpha, and only a few are ever found.
Great. What's it good for?
If you take
Not enough
it in your
diacritics.
hand and squeeze it, light and sound from inside the Gamsav grows. When it reaches full power, it will cause a bright flash. That flash is thought to save your essence, in case you are reverted.
Oh, that's different.
Be warned that if you use this near soldiers, that they will hear it and come running. Also, any energy that comes near your Gamsav will disrupt it, and you will have to begin again trying to use it.
How many times can I use it?
I do not think it has a limit, Ulokai.
Sick.
What can you tell me of Croax?
I was very young when he became the leader of Pharaon's soldiers.
Leader of Pharaon's soldiers.
From what my father told me before being reverted, Croax always tried to be in control, to have others under his power.
How did he
They make it slow on purpose.
When Pharaon first arrived in Shamazar, he met with Khazar several times. They were always seen arguing. Croax saw his chance to join forces with Pharaon, and together they began to teach their message of power over the weak.
Tell me more about the Dolotai Guardians.
All Talon of the Essence Fae used to be Dolotai Guardians. Since the Fey essence allows us to use our essence to attack, we became the hunters and protectors of the Talon.
So what went wrong?
When Feyran arrived in Shamazar, he began to change the minds of some of the Fey Talon. He
assume Feyran is the
and should lead
professor
the
guy.
other Talon. Many of the Fey did not listen to Feyran.
Totally looked like a bad guy in the opening cinematic.
Ones did.
Why didn't you try and stop him then?
Many of us began to battle with the followers of Feyran, but the way of the Talon must be one of peace, or the essence suffers. This is how it has been for countless thousands of moons. Khazar spoke against our use of force, and we followed his message, but Feyran took advantage of this, and reverted many of Khazar's followers.
And now?
Now we are but a few left. Feyran has done his best to remove our voice from Adelpha, but we continue to fight in our own way.
It kind of looks like it.
Many Talon want us to succeed, but most are afraid to say it.
Ready to go.
So how can I get out of this joint?
Have you finished Jan's tests, Ulukai?
Stay on menus, plus
No,
E
not
to
yet.
accept.
I believe you will find his help most rewarding, Ulukai. Return to me once you have completed them, please.
Okie doke.
So how can I get out of this joint?
Have you... I believe...
Okay, I just have to hit A to exit the menu. Gotcha. Now, let's see. So we got L is supposed to be lexicon. Looks like that doesn't load anything by default. If I want to use my game save to save, how do I do that? Z to put the... Okay, so Q takes out weapon. Z puts it away. Take out weapon. Z, put it away. F2. Oh, here we go. Default controls. Primary action, left control, left mouse. It's F1 that brought this up. Okay. F1 to review controls. Notepad is N. E is backpack. I'm guessing some of these are not meant to have unlocked yet. Get these medical supplies. And weapons 1 to 6. Crawl with spacebar, walk with right alt. Light mode is right click. Zoom out would be really nice. Okay. Well, I have to switch basically between two methods of zoom. And then I can't seem to actually use the thing in my hand. The thing in my hand is the save crystal, right? My other options, we got F3, F4, F5, F6, F7, F8, F9, F10. So F2 is the only one that produces it. Oh, E to use. Okay. Cool. Thanks. So, game saved. Oh, and I think I still need to turn the music up because it's like barely audible. Voice volume sounds fine. Z and escape, put held items away. Okay. To save, F2 to bring out save crystal. Plus E to use held item. Z or escape to put away. Okay. 1 also brings that out. I can put it back. That's the Stargate they shut off. Even with the music turned all the way up, the game is still super quiet, but it wasn't quiet during the opening cutscene. And the dialogue was still fine. It's like quiet in my ear as well, not just on stream, is my point. Minimap doesn't seem to open. Oh, there it goes. Like I had to not be pressing a direction at the same time. Great.
Come here a second, would you? Are you Jan?
Yes, Ulukai. I'm glad that you are feeling better.
Thanks. Your father said you could help me get the kinks out.
The what?
Forget it. I need to get some exercise. Can you help me out?
I can do that, Ulukai. There are 4 tests we do here to train other guardians. I can guide you through them if you would like.
I would.
Then you can choose from our tests of jumping, swimming, targeting, or sneaking.
That all sounds great. Let's do jumping first.
Let's try this jumping test.
Follow me, Ulukai. I will take you to the place where we test the skills of jumping.
The skills of jumping. Oh good, I can zoom with the mouse wheel as well.
What now?
Across the water you can see the steps that lead to the top of the rocks. Jump across there and claim your reward. Only those of strong essence can make this jump.
Sweet.
Let's see if this headset transmitter works. Slade to group. Slade to group. Is anyone reading me? Damn it, people! Turn on your receivers!
Careful coming down.
Say, can you tell me a bit more about your father?
He is a great leader, and if things were different in Adama,
Whoa.
he would be the leader of all the Dolotai Guardians. As it is this moon, we must hide or face the reverting flames of Feyron.
Emoting too much, emoting too much.
He gets people to join him by burning them?
Yes, Ulukai.
Strange recruitment plan. How's your father fighting back?
We never fight, although most of us would like to. I am beginning to think that my father's essence is going weak. I want to no
like an excited
longer
teen,
listen to
got
his
it.
teachings of Khazar and of peace. I want more than anything to revert Feyron myself for what he has done.
Whoa, simmer down there, Jan. I'm sure your father knows what he's doing.
We shall see soon enough.
That's not soon enough. Swim test.
Tell me about your test of swimming.
We test the ability of all Guardians to swim down into the waters around Adelpha. This is useful for us when we hide our items or want to avoid the soldiers of Croax. Follow me, and I will explain our test.
Sounds good. So far, this game seems, of the games I've played, most similar to Anachronox. Heavy on story. I don't know what the combat's going to be like yet, obviously. Anachronox is essentially like a Final Fantasy game with the way the combat works. It has ATB and everything.
You want me to swim in there? I'll freeze my headset off.
This water is very cold, but it holds items that you may find useful. Swim to the bottom to find the best ones, but be sure to protect your essence.
Always defend my essence. Precious bodily fluids. Okay, so I think I saved there. I think that worked. Okay, thanks. Add that to my future Marstead text file here in a second. Am I taking essence damage? Do I actually have to worry when I'm underwater?
That was cold.
I don't know if it wants me to get anything else from in there. Oh, is there no oxygen indicator? I guess that's what I was expecting. So if it's one of those teeny tiny icons in the top right corner. Gotcha. Hey, I did set it to not show those progress achievements. Maybe I have to change the settings again. It's weird. I can't do that from in-game, right? I have to do that from the launcher. Yeah, weird. Okay, I'll try to save in a second to do it again. Definitely did do it. Maybe it didn't take because I didn't like get it far enough in the game to save or something like that. Seems like I got far enough with that. Fix settings. Okay. Should just take a minute. Rewarding jump. Cold bath in Ranzar. Oh, okay, it keeps the launcher open. Settings, audio, music's already at max. Remembered that. Reduced. Set it again, that's fine. It remembered my disabling VSync. That's really weird. And like subtitles and everything else. Just turned off the achievements thing. Fix settings. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Really like his default running animation.
Excuse me, pal. Hey there, how's it going?
Great, Urukai. You are better, I see.
I could be worse.
Seeing it load instantly.
I don't really see how.
I can try and give you some info about the Shamaz or the region of Shamazar if you would like.
What can you tell me about the Shamaz?
They used to have greater numbers of their kind, like Asgardians, but since Feyran and Croax began to rule Adelpha, they have disappeared in great numbers.
Feyran's been killing them?
That is what most fear, Ulukai. Feyran has made it illegal for any Shamaz to teach about the other Yods or of the Prophet Khazar. Those that do, disappear. We have made efforts as well to keep alive the teachings of Khazar and the Yods, but we too lose more guardians every
Do you
moon.
like Yods as a word for gods?
I fear that one moon soon there will be no more of us left.
So why does Feyran allow some of the Shamaz to live?
He will always need Shamaz. They can use their essence to heal. Croax forces them to heal his soldiers, and Feyran makes them heal the workers, so they can work harder for him. There was a time that none of the Shamaz would help Feyran, but when he continued to revert them until there were only a few left, they decided that they needed to stay alive to attempt to continue their teachings and agreed to Feyran's terms.
They're on his side now?
No, Ulukai. Never question the loyalty of a Shamaz. They will all be delighted to see you and will help you the best they can. Khazar suggested this, and the Shamaz have listened. The only reason you should ever fear a Shamaz is...
Is when?
Forgive me, Urukai.
Right.
But they were told by Khazar that if your essence was discovered to be
They're
evil,
shamans.
they were not to help you. But I am certain that will not be the case.
What can you tell me of Shamazar?
Large temples are placed all around that region.
I do kind of like the idea of having a bunch of like nouns you're expected to learn.
These
like doing that deliberately.
Few are allowed to travel to them, and the offering plates beneath the idols atop the temple stand bare.
Why can't you travel to them?
Feyran has all but destroyed all forms of worship to the other Yods. Now his Yod, the Yod Fey, is the only Yod all can worship frequently. For the other three, all must do it in secret. Only the Shamaz are allowed to travel much to these other temples, but even their time there is limited.
What else can you tell me of Shamazar?
Recent rains there have made the ground very dangerous in some parts. Be careful around the dark land areas. Also, the waters of Shamazar hold danger. I even hear stories of a large, dangerous beast in the waters behind a temple, but I do not know which one.
Thanks. Okay, bye. He really wants to get in that A pose.
Pardon me, buddy. Hi there.
Ah, you walk among us at last. The Yods be praised.
Thanks.
Would you like to know about the regions of Talanzar or Motazar?
Sure.
What can you tell me of Motazar?
This region is one of wasted land, as well as Talanzar. Only a few thousand moons ago, large trees and many animals made Motazar a wonderful place. Now, the land dies more every moon. Only the most...
You said many animals, I thought you said many yanimals.
What happened to it?
Feyran mines a mineral there, which he uses to make the soldiers' weapons. As more of this mineral is taken from the ground, the region dies. The Shamaz believe that the mineral is the link between the Yods and the
Oil, got it.
Itself.
Mako energy.
I have no feelings about this.
What is this mineral?
You will need to ask another Talon this, Ulukai. I have just become a guardian, and am only beginning my studies. I am only now being taught about Motazar.
What else have you been taught?
Motazar supplies all of this mineral for Feyran. I remember something about a large tear in the ground that separates two parts of the region, and large holes left from old mines. I do not remember much else.
Tell me about Talanzar.
Hey bud, how you doing there?
Talanzar
doing okay?
was a great region once, full of life and color. Now it is a wasteland. Many say that the Yods have done this because they know this to be the home of Feyran, and they attempt to revert him. But I am not sure I believe this.
Feyran is always there?
Most of the time, yes. He built a great palace there. Around it lies the city of Okriana, the only city in Talanzar. Almost all regions of Adelpha send supplies to Talanzar, for this is the center of Croax's best soldiers.
Sounds like a busy place.
It is. Many Talon live there, trying to do little to attract the wrath of Feyran or Croax. You should not enter this region until you feel ready to do so. Soldiers are everywhere inside Okriana. But if you ever find yourself inside Okriana, you will find that staying off the main road is the best way to avoid the soldier patrols.
Sweet, thanks bud. Y'all are like super helpful.
What is this sneaking test?
This is our most difficult
Sneaking
test.
mission.
Since my father orders that we follow the no-violence teachings of Khazar, we find that we are forced to try and sneak into places without the soldiers seeing us.
Nothing wrong with a little sneak and peek. Saves on ammo.
If you say, Ukai, me, I want to fight. But my father forbids it. And so now we train how to retrieve objects without being spotted. Follow me and I will tell you the rules.
Having some Comcast issues today. They seem to be of the mild variety, but you might encounter some buffering. I'd probably recommend just letting the chat delay fall back a bit so that you don't have to deal with it like cutting out constantly. I'm still working with the line management team at Comcast to try to fix it. We were okay yesterday and Monday, so I thought maybe we were out of the woods. It doesn't look like it. Save. Probably help to actually name these so I know what they are.
How does this work?
Ulukai, you will now begin the most difficult of our tests. What we will do is have you stand in the area of the square. Once I say 1, 2, 3, you must begin to try and get the fruit I lay on the ground.
Sounds easy enough.
It will not be, Ulukai. If you leave the square before I count 3, I will start over. If I see you, I will tell you, and you will have to come to me to restart the test.
Let's go then.
Enter your square and we will begin. Wait for my count, please.
Spacebar is... wait. How do I sneak? Press spacebar for crawling. Maybe they changed that because I'm using the modern controls. Crawl. What's the spacebar? Controller C. Looks like it's C. There's a square to stand on? I know he mentioned that, but I don't see it. Oh, here, I see. Doo-doo. I've seen you.
Want to try that?
I guess you are still weak from your travels.
Does he just turn it random? It looks like he's staring right at me. Oh, now he's starting to path. Wait, unless if he thinks the mission's over and he's heading back home. Oh, okay. Is there a different word for crouch?
Yo, Shorty.
Yo, Shorty.
Want to try that again?
I guess you are still weak from...
Okay. There's just crawl or walk. Is there also crouch? What? Why? How'd you see me? Let's hide behind this thing. Okay.
Want to try that?
I guess
I remember.
if you were having trouble...
An EVD? Where did you get this?
It was found where you arrived, Ulukai. I meant to give it to you after our tests were complete, but I think you need it now.
Thanks. How do I use that? Especially because his turning seems random. Dang it.
Want to try that again?
Maybe your travels have taken away your skills, Ulukai. It is of no matter. I will tell my father you finished this test.
Maybe just one more try?
It is okay, Ulukai. Many young Talon failed this test.
But I can...
It will be our little secret, Ulukai. Do not worry.
Fun.
Learn, you reza frackin' son. What about this
Succeed.
targeting test?
We have some pots set up to test the shooting skills of the new Guardians. Even though my father unwisely follows the no-violence teachings of Khazar, we still need to learn how to aim our defensive weapons. I shall show this to you.
I don't think F3 brings anything up. Guessing I don't get a chance to do a lot with my inventory until after I'm done here. Let me save now that that test is done. Smart of them to just let you move on if you fail that enough times.
What's the deal here?
Here you must break these pots. You may find items inside. Try and break them all.
Okay. Q. You shoot well.
Excuse me. So, did I pass?
Yes, Ulukai. I have no doubts that you could pass our tests. It was my honor to help you get out of your kink. I hope now that we will be able to learn more useful battle strategies from you.
Your father wouldn't be too happy about that.
My father does not want to see what is happening around him. He talks of the old moons of the Guardians and the honor their name once held.
First-person view
Never
preferred.
does he see that few are being left alive which believe the way he does.
Don't worry, Jan. I've never failed in a mission yet.
May the odds be silent during your travels, Ulukai. My father will be glad to hear that you are ready to begin.
Thanks.
This and many sacred objects are all around Adelpha now, Ulukai. When they were found, many believed them objects of the Yods.
Thanks, Jan. Okay. I think I can get first person by just zooming all the way in with the right stick. Did the original release of the game have both options?
Come here a second, would you? Hello.
You have my greetings, Ulukai. I have just returned from Okasankar,
and I am glad to see you are well.
Where?
The region of Okasankar. I was there because I was the last guardian to leave Okar, the region where we found you. It was my duty to make sure no trail was left by us that would lead the soldiers to us.
What can you tell me about this Okar place?
That region is where we found you, Ulukai. Khazar spoke of your arriving in that region, and for many moons we hid among the trees, avoiding the soldiers of Croax. We had all but given up hope that you would arrive when we saw the bright light of your arrival.
Then what happened?
You arrived near a group of soldiers. They were about to discover you when we attacked them and drove them away.
You attacked?
Only with sleep darts and other not violent means. We never revert other Talan. After this, you were brought here to safety. Only I remained behind to hide our tracks. That region is a very dangerous one, full of mystery.
There's a key for it. Okay.
What kind of mystery?
There are stories that the ruins of the region are the remainders of the ancients. I doubted this until I visited the region on the quest of recovering you. During the moons we hid out in the region, I saw what I think was a Dauka, except this one was very large. It had symbols at the top of it to a place I have never seen on symbols of other Dauka. But I will never know the answer to its secret.
Why is that?
The like steady zoom on his face there.
Was a Dauka. Others with me thought it to be a monument of some kind. Most Talan do not believe in the story of the ancients, but I like to think they could have been.
What about their city, presumably?
Okasankar.
It is a region full of water. The city of Sayana lies around a mountain that rises high above the water there. Many say the region used to be mostly mountains countless moons ago, and that the Yods became angry and filled it with water to drive away the ancient ones there.
The ancient ones?
The stories about them are many.
Tell me all about them.
Each is different. So many moons.
Love the like Bioware effect of like rando townsfolk who are super happy to pontificate about like the setting.
If they existed.
What can you
They make
tell
a good
me
joke of it in Disco Elysium. I need a reality lowdown.
There were two races in the beginning, Talan and the Ancients. The Yods watched as both races began to live on Adelpha. When the Yods saw the Ancients hurting Adelpha, they reacted quickly to rid Adelpha of them. Many Talan were lost in their anger, but the few that survived spoke with the Yods and promised to never harm Adelpha again.
You don't believe this story?
I do not know, Ulukai. Some moons I do not. But then I think about the Dauka and other objects that no Talan knows how they arrived on Adelpha, and I wonder.
Talk to all you about the different kinds of peoples and their different cities. Got it. I think I've done everything else there is to do in the town. Yo. He's outside somewhere. Yeah, I think so. Save all events complete. Okay. Oh, it's smoking a pipe. That's cool. I do like that it tracks whether you talk to the person or not.
So how can I get out of this joint?
Have you?
Sure did. He says I passed with flying colors. Now I should get going.
As you wish, Lokai. But before you leave, I will remind you of our deal. You find the 5 Mons, and we will attempt to find that what you seek.
That'll have to do for now. But just know, the second I find that probe, I'm completing the mission first. Understood?
It shall be as you say, Ulukai. Now the path to your first mon lies in Shamazar, the region beyond the Daokai in our camp. Once you arrive there, you will need to find Shamaz Zeb. He may be in the village to the far west of the Daoka where you appear.
Sounds like a plan.
In other regions as well, you will need to find a Shamaz. They are the only ones who can help you find the Mons.
So the only people I should find are them?
Others will try to help, Ulukai. A good talent to find is also a recreator. I think they have discovered secrets about your sacred objects.
The recreators?
Yes. They and all others will help you. I only hope you will find the help of the leaders as well.
The leaders of what?
Many of the regions produce resources for the soldiers of Feyran and Croax. I have been in contact with many of them, but all are unwilling to stop their work for Feyran.
They like working for him?
No, Ulukai. They simply fear his anger, or they are too dumb to understand why we want to do this.
Well, I'll see what I can do about that if I have the time.
I know you can win them over. You have the mark of the Ulukai on you, and all will know your words carry great
Oh, that's
weight.
surprising.
So that's what it is.
You did mention there's a place I shouldn't go early.
Took me for a New York subway car.
Be warned, Ulukai. Many soldiers have been seen now that you are known to be alive. You will want to stay away from the Temple Fey in the center of Shamazar. There are many soldiers
Stay
there.
to the south end.
Stay to the south end of Shamazar.
Thanks for the advice.
Know this. All Guardians will be watching you. You will find our help when you are fulfilling the prophecy of the Ulukai.
Okay.
And you will know our anger if you do not. All Talon will know your actions.
That's cool. It's like a karma system, essentially.
Treat them.
You just remember that I need to find the others and that probe, and we'll get along famously.
Then I will activate the Daoka for you. May the Yods be silent, Ulukai.
Cutter Slade has that, like, disaffected colonizer energy, right? Okay, let's get stuff. Look at the bigger minimap. So I can't exit via the gate because it's shut off, right? Or are they going to turn it on here for me to leave? Oh, even more options. Look at more options here.
Come here a second. What can you tell me about these leaders?
They are the Talon placed in charge of supplying items for Feyran, like tax Zorkins or food. Anything he
Tax
needs
Zorkins
to support his soldiers.
He's about to turn it on. Okay,
you
got
had
it.
trouble convincing them to stop?
Looked like that's what he was pathing to, but
They know of Feyran's anger and what terrors he can bring when a Talon goes against his will. We Guardians do what we can, attacking supply convoys, storage houses, but we never can weaken them enough. You may be able to convince them, Ulukai.
Any hints on how?
All of the leaders would follow your words if all other Talon of that region
oh, jeez, okay.
truly the Ulukai.
I have saved relatively recently, so I could skip through this if I have to.
To find out what is stopping them from helping us defeat Feyran.
Okay. Hooray! Okay. Portal open. Got it. Whoa. Oh, it's cool seeing the reflection in the sky there. Nice. Skybox. Oh yeah, this is huge.
Excuse me, pal. Hello there.
Ah, you are better, I see, Ulukai.
Sure am.
Doing my best.
Then you will want to find Shemaz Zeb and begin searching the regions for the Mons. Please know that all the soldiers of every region are on the hunt for you. I would suggest that you stay here in Shamazar until you feel you are ready to travel into the other regions. But know that you can enter any of them whenever you feel the need.
Thanks for the tip.
It is my honor to help you, Ulukai. But another word of warning. Some Daokas lead directly into soldier camps. You would be wise to enter only those Daoka that you know lead to someplace less dangerous.
Got it.
I'll keep that in mind.
Then I will not keep you any longer.
I see why you wanted to do a 2-hour stream for this, right? Because the first hour you don't even get to see the 1999 open world game.
I would like to take you to the village.
You can take me there, huh?
Yes, if you would like.
Sure, I'd love the company.
I will show you what I can along the way. Please follow me, Ulukai.
I literally wrote down Ulukai means Lisan Al Gaib. Just spiders. Yeah, this is pretty wild for 99. Trying to think of something that was even really comparable at the time. On the original hardware, did it have like draw distance issues at all? I don't think it's doing any of the modern tricks to cheat the draw distance, right?
To the north of this spot is where the Temple Fey is. Many soldiers of Kuroax are around there. You should not
Don't enter Temple
there,
Fey.
Ulukai.
Sounds like good advice.
The Temple Fey is one of 4 temples in this region. The other 3
most games couldn't, or most machines couldn't run it.
Fey, but they are all small.
That doesn't surprise me.
Go now.
Ganacronox looks really pretty, but it's also a lot of really cramped interior spaces, and when it tries to have like an impressive vista, it does it with like a painting, right? It doesn't actually try to render 3D objects on top of each other. Oh man, I can't get those partial achievements to go away. You saw me turn them off. It's weird.
We are here, Ulukai. The village is just to the west of here. I hope Shemaz Zeb will be of some help.
Ditto, pal. Thanks for the tour.
My honor, Ulukai.
Cutter Slade.
Wait, I did want to give you a small piece of advice before I go.
Shoot.
There are convoys of supplies leaving almost all regions of Adelpha. They go to supply Feyran soldiers. If you can, you may want to stop them when you see them. I know it could make the soldiers weaker over time.
I'll try. Thanks.
May the Yads be silent, Ulukai.
That's a good oath. Okay. Whoa. Holy crap. Yeah, that's cool.
Hi there.
Oh, the Yods have returned you from your sleep. I am pleased.
Thanks. Now, about that Mon.
I have waited for this moon since I was a small Talon to finally meet the Ulukai.
Great. The Mon?
Oh yes, yes, the Mon. I am afraid I have a confession to make.
This is going to be bad, isn't it?
Yes, Ulukai. I do not know where the Mon is. Please forgive me. But the Shamas before me would reverted before telling the secret of the Mon.
That's okay. It's what I expected with the kind of day I'm having.
Wait, a Talon named Narn has searched for the Mon for the past few moons. His friend was killed by Croax.
Oh.
Since he believes
Subtitle fixed the word killed to converted.
A powerful weapon of the Yods, he is trying to claim it for himself.
Has he made any progress?
Again, I fail you in not knowing, Ulukai. I have not seen him since last moon, but I need to find him and calm the fire that burns in his essence before he reverts Croax.
Oh, they tried to fix that
Sounds
one.
like Croax is in need of a little reverting.
Here, I guess you wouldn't call it ADR in this case. Hey, Doc.
I want to know more about this reverting.
Reverting is what we call it when a Talon dies. His essence is reverted back to the Yod which first gave it to him.
How?
For example, a Fey Talon is reverted by fire. Then his essence is returned to the Yod Fey.
You burn them alive?
No. If a Talon dies peacefully, the essence remains inside until the body is reverted. The reverting ceremony also allows the Talon's destiny to appear.
That's cool.
We call that the Hazades.
Whoa, X-Files, eat your heart out.
Oh, man. My reputation?
How do all Talon feel about me?
Speak for your entire culture, please.
Hates or likes you now, Ulukai.
Tell me about these Yods.
The Yods are the creators
You Talon,
of all essence,
you're a monolith, right?
They control all of our lives and our destinies. We have built 4 temples to the north to honor each of these Yods.
What is a Hazades?
Think of the Hazades like the essence of a Talon, which rises once they are reverted, then travels to the person
Oh, okay,
or
that's cool.
place
Write
it
that down.
needed to see to finish its destiny.
Can you tell me about Fey Ron?
There is little else I can tell you, Ulukai. I wish there was more I could do.
So I can use that to tell if they're like
more help.
Gonna be aggro or not?
He is usually found at the Temple Eloi, to the far north of the Temple Fey.
Don't want to go to the
What can
Temple
you tell me
Fey.
about the Temple Fey?
Don't go there.
The Temple Fey used to be the same as the other 3 Essence Temples to the north of it. But when Fey Ran began to rule, he said that it needed to reflect his power.
So he rebuilt it?
Yes, it is now larger than the other temples. Croax has 2 Daoka inside the temple. They lead to soldier camps in the regions of Okasankar and Motazar. I would not enter those until you know it is safe, Ulukai. Soldiers are always on the other side.
Thanks for the advice.
Croax is usually seen at the Temple Fey, giving instructions to his soldiers. If the Mon is hidden there,
Sure,
it will
yeah.
not be easy to get. Talk to Zalinas. He is usually here in the village.
Can you tell me anything about where the Mon is?
The Shamas before me did, but I was not told of the secret of the Mon before Croax reverted him for helping.
They are doing like a 4 elements thing, right?
Narn believes he knows,
And they mentioned fire
Zalinas
specifically there for
tells a
Fey,
good
but
story about where he thinks it is.
Can you give me some info on Croax?
He has been the leader of
Hey, Blitzprank, how you doing?
ever since Feyran began to rule Adelpha. I hear he spends many moons out.
Glad you're enjoying the RuneScape playthrough.
Praying to the Yad Fey, but most see him other places reverting Talon for Feyran.
How did he and Feyran meet?
When Feyran was seen arguing with the prophet Khazar, Croax approached him and the two decided they would rule Adelpha.
Tell me more about this essence.
About this essence.
Well, I know very little, but the basics are simple. There are 4 essences. Ka, Fey,
Okay,
Eloi,
here we go.
Ganda. Each
Ka,
is linked
Fey,
with other
Eloi,
aspects
Ganda.
of life. You should ask Shamaz Mezum at the Temple Eloi for more details about these. I am only beginning my studies, and I fear I have a lot to learn.
We know Fey is fire.
So you don't know where Narn is?
Have you spoke with Ilot yet? He could be the best Talon to ask. I wish I knew, but I have not seen Narn since his last visit. His brother Ilot is in the Riss fields to the far north of the village.
Okay, so the Reese fields are like rice fields, it looks like. Hey, nice talking to you. What's up? Oh, that's cool.
Have you seen Narn?
No, not this moon, Ulukai. I hear he is
I assume
very
all the
upset.
villagers have the same
I only hope
dialogue
the
for that.
soldiers have not
They
been
haven't like don't have custom dialogue for each villager, do they? That would be crazy. I see. So there's all these blue circles in town. And everything has an essence. Like animals do as well. It's not their soul, it's their life force. Oh yeah, to only reclaim that naivety. No worries, Blitzprank.
Pardon me, buddy. Hello there.
Greetings, Ululu. How are you this moon?
That's Ulukai, isn't it?
That is what I said, no?
Okay.
Mar knows what he says. Mar is leader of all Shamatzar.
About that.
What can you tell me about the Riss around here?
All
The
race
Riz.
goes to the soldiers. We keep a little for ourselves. But friend Croak says too much race makes workers slow.
Guess that doesn't apply to soldiers, huh?
What?
Forget it.
If soldiers not get race every moon from us, friend Croax would be very mad, and soldiers would become weaker. I cannot let that happen. We need soldiers to protect us.
From what?
From something I do not know.
Mr. Talkative. All the risks. No cap. Okay, so because I see a bunch of red circles out there, those are Phaetalon guarding that portal there, is that right? Yeah, this is wild. It's one of the most ambitious games I've seen from this era.
Come here a second, would you? Hello.
Greetings, Ulukai. I am glad to see you.
Well, thanks.
I am Zelinus. What can I help you with?
What can you tell me about the Temple Fey?
I think I know where the Mon is hidden there.
You do? Where?
As a young talent,
Does any of the
I was
useful
trying
stuff
to
from these
free
conversations
some of the
get stored in like a
Ventulos that
journal
lie
somewhere?
imprisoned
Or should I be
behind
writing
the
a lot of this
barriers to the
down?
north of the Temple Fey. As I was releasing one, it grabbed me in its claws and flew me for a short distance.
Ouch.
No,
Okay.
it was wonderful. I was scared, but I knew the Ventelope meant me no harm. As I flew over the Temple Fay, I saw a black box inside the large flame at the top. Since the Temple Fay always has many soldiers around it, I have never been back there since to see what it was. But I am guessing it is your Mon.
How did you get out of its claws?
It, well, dropped me, but I hold it no ill will. It was only doing what comes naturally.
What are those creatures in the pens?
Those are my friends. They are called Twanha.
Twanha?
What can you tell me about these Tonkas?
Twanha, Ulukai.
Gesundheit.
No, Twanha. They are the friendliest creatures in all of Adelpha.
Oh, really?
Yes, I much prefer their
Chocobos,
company to that
got
of
it.
other Talon. I understand the Twanha much better.
So what are they good for?
Well, until Pharaon came, the Twanha ran wild without a care. Now Pharaon makes them work as hard as other Talon. I find that most distressing.
If that's so, why are you working with them?
To make sure they are cared for in these moons of their suffering. They need much
There's a
care
ton of
and
voice
love.
acting in this too.
Carrying risks to the workers takes a lot out of them.
You really have a thing for these Twanha, don't you? How do I ride one of these Twanha?
I do not like the idea of any Talon riding them. It is so mean.
Let's pretend they like it. How do I do it?
What the fuck?
Soldiers coming!
Oh. Do I have to worry about ammo at all in this? Oh, shit. Oh god. First person is dangerous. Cool. Take a look here in a second. Okay. Do need to mind it. Gotcha. Do I have any melee attacks or anything like that? I just got some ammo. It seems like maybe I could have talked to this guy before he died. Gotcha. Sure, that makes sense. Just enemies. Oh, okay, gotcha. So we have to see the essence leave their body when they
How do I ride?
set on fire.
Oh, I do not approve of any Talon riding my friends. It seems...
I really don't know, Zelenus. I never gave it much thought.
I do all the time. Seeing them work so hard, bringing them back when they look half dead from exhaustion, it makes me upset.
Well, let's imagine that I would be nice to it.
Oh, I trust you, Ulukai. I know that you would be kind to them. To ride one of my friends, you would simply show it its gi, approach them from the left side, and it will let you get on.
And that's it?
Yes, they are not like us. They trust so completely.
So when I'm not riding it, what do I have to do?
They will usually find a spot to eat or drink from. If you do not see it for a long time, you have only to come back to the village. They usually return to my loving arms.
Nice image. Yikes.
Oh yes, Ulukai, you must promise to feed them hottie. If you ever find them, they simply love those. I have seen a poor Twanha being chased by a Gamor once. It saw a hottie and stopped to eat it.
Twanha hottie.
Just stopped?
Yes, poor thing.
To maybe try riding.
I've forgotten about that Gamor.
Either that or extremely dumb.
I am sorry, Ulukai.
Never mind. Anything else?
Oh yes. Twanhas do not like to get into water.
Tell me more about this gi.
As you wish, Ulukai. What would you like to know?
What is it exactly?
The gi is a piece of cloth that is dipped in its mother's sweat.
You mean to tell me it's a sweat sock?
I do not know that term, Ulukai. When a Twanha smells its odor, it becomes as tame as a small child with its parent.
I don't know any children who were tame around their parents. I sure wasn't.
Well, that is what makes the Twanha such a grand creation of the yards. Its simplicity.
And I sure wouldn't have behaved if you'd shoved my dad's gym socks under my nose. Yeesh.
So I could buy a Twanha, but I'm okay for now. Let me make a note. So can I see a bigger map somewhere? Let me look at the buttons you mentioned a second ago. So G is lexicon. Okay, let me add these to my control list. Lexicon, review, word meanings. Okay, and then F is inventory. I see how much ammo I have here. That's a game save. I have the world map. Okay. Dynamite's on F5, and I can see keybinds. See keybinds for dynamite, EVD, Ubik Oa, Strange Fruit, Medkit, and the game save, obviously. Okay, so that means that the EVD is F6. Okay, cool. And if I want to switch to X-ray, is there another button I press while I have it out, essentially? I assume it doesn't cost me anything to use that. I can just do it as much as I like. Write that down. EVD is binoculars, has X-ray mode. T equals notepad, includes quest list. Okay, let's try that. So EVD, use X for X-ray. Does it get overwhelmed by certain things I can't look at? Do it get too much information, essentially? EVD is unlimited. Alright. 6 equals EVD, use as much as you like. Scroll wheel to zoom. X for X-ray. Don't look at the sun with the X-ray on. Okay, got it. That was the problem. Roger, and then T. Speak to Shama Zeb, find the Mon, find and stop Narn. He may know about the Mon. Speak with Narn's brother, Elot. Okay. Yeah, I think I saw that a second ago. What sorts of things will highlight? Okay, I guess that's just been me the whole time. Got it. Whoa. Portals are pretty cool.
To me, Ulukai.
They really made these places impressively huge. Okay, there's a bunch of guards here, so maybe I want to be careful here.
Hello.
Good moon to you, Ulukai. Is this your first time here?
Yeah, I'm new in town. Got a place a man can tie up his horse, maybe throw down a tall one, see some sights?
I do not...
Sorry, just blowing off a little steam. Yes, I just arrived.
Drop as many idioms as I possibly can.
You will find that there are many things to be found here. Be careful where you move inside the city, Ulukai. The soldiers here look for you even now. I hope you are strong enough to face them.
We'll see, I guess.
I must leave now. My essence is in danger. I have been stealing the keys to soldiers' storage houses, hiding them around the city. I was almost caught this moon, but I have managed to get out. It is good that I met you before I went into hiding.
You gonna be okay?
We Guardians are a quick group of Talans, Ulukai. We have to be. Thank you for your time, but I now must leave. If you get a chance, try and disrupt the tax flow in the city. That will really upset Ferran. May the odds be silent, Ulukai.
And also with you. Okay. I want to explore this place. I should be careful. Are the portals, like, take you to completely different maps that are inaccessible from the open world, or could I have also gotten here through normal wandering? I assume the former, right? Careful exploring anywhere near the red circles. Check that. Did that enter any new? Oh, okay, I don't have notepads for this city in particular. So the notepad is like context sensitive to the region that you're in at the time, right? Completely isolated, gotcha.
Can I see you for a second? What do you sell?
All what I have is for sale, but now I have nothing you need, Ulukai.
So ask him, where am I?
What is this place?
This is the great city of Okriana, the only city left in the
right on.
region of Taranzar.
Does it indicate the boundary, or is it just I can tell from the minimap?
Help finding a merchant or a book, let us know. We can also tell you about the book you are inside, if you are interested.
Yeah.
Tell me about these taxes you pay.
They all go to Zot, our
I
tax
see.
collector. He makes sure that Ferran gets what he wants. I do not envy him his job, having to see Ferran all the time.
What is a Bach?
A Bach? Well, it is the place where all merchants that sell one type of object work. If you want fruit, then you will want to find the fruit Bach.
How many Bachs are there?
There are 10 Bachs. You can find these things here. Meat, bris, builders, animal skins, pots, sankar, spice.
Let's go straight to the wrist Bach.
Construction supplies, and of course, lumpy brewers.
Which Bach am I in?
Which Bach am I in?
You are in the meat Bach. All meat is sold here. The best merchant is Ominel.
Good chatting, bud. Okay. Meat Bach. Okay, so other than the named NPCs, the other NPCs will kind of like share dialogue trees with each other. They're in a similar class, like merchant for that guy. Got it. Yeah, it's wild how huge this is.
Hey there.
Well, hello there, Ulukai. Have you come to see my collection?
What collection?
I am Ominel, meat merchant, and the possessor of the best collection of all Tolan artifacts in all of Adelpha.
Okay, let me add that to my notes. Primary objective, find shamas from each region. About meat.
What kind of meat do you sell?
All kinds, Ulukai. Twanha, Gabor, even had some Ventelope meat once, but it did not sell well.
Tell me more about your collection, then.
I have objects from the ancient ruins of Okar. Some from the original Temple Fae in Shamazar. I even have something from the snowy region of Ranzar. But do not tell your soldiers that.
Sounds impressive.
Yes, I have only to find a few more objects, and I will have more than that thief, Balazar.
What can you tell me about Balazar?
He is a thief, pure and simple. His collection is full of items that were stolen from the homes of Alatalan. I even think he has taken items from my collection, but I cannot prove this.
Are you sure he steals them?
He must. His collection grows by the
Grab
moon.
ledges when jumping.
Both of ours counted recently, and we both have almost the same amount. But I have collected for longer, and he is almost caught up.
Like here, for instance. Okay, cool. That's cool. Gotta watch out though, because there's a lot of red here. So when it says stable organic energy detected in a corner, is that like a pickup I can interact with somewhere? Is it just letting me know that there are like interactable NPCs nearby? Okay. Be careful exploring this place too much. There's some kind of item up there. Oh yeah. Oop, shit. Aladdin style. Hey, got more ammo. That's cool. Give me cookies for exploring the rooftops. I like that. Foreign vegetation with high levels of adrenaline. Okay. So we'll come back here. We know how to get here now. Guess I can use the mini-map to help me make notes. Is it V? General map. Okay. Gotcha. I see the edge of the map there behind where it's just kind of a repeated texture. And I can see the repeated textures on the edges here. Okay. So this is tab. I guess I can't really get a sense of like north south. Oh no, I have a compass at the top. Okay, cool. So just saw that. Okay. So this is Shamazar. Shamazar, Greenlands, far southwest corner, equals portal to, it was Talonzar. Yeah, so okay, hold on. I have dynamite. What does that do? You can feel free to tell me anything that I should know from the manual. That's completely fine. They do? Okay. Around here some more.
Have you got a problem?
Yes, Ulukai! Thank the odds you have come to help! My friends, the Tuanhar, are in danger!
Oh, you didn't have this last time.
What's up? A vicious pack of 5 gamos has arrived at their home, a large landmass to the east of the village. You must go and save them! I will reward you for this, of course!
Let me get this straight. You want me to save your animals by killing others?
Yes! Yes! Please, hurry!
Okay, so presumably east of the village, right? Oh, okay, that's cool. Back. Sham. Oh, geez. Seems worryingly close to instant death. Okay. So, Ubik. Hologram to distract enemies. Is that infinite usage, or is that like I have a finite number of them? Clapper T, remote, detonate, dynamites. Let's see what's up there. This game feels like super ahead of its time. Ow. Is that my health in the far top right corner? Oh, wow. They toned it down a bunch, it seems like. I don't know if I know what was it? G is the lexicon. I don't know what the animal it wants me to kill is actually called. Is it? It's not the little spiders, is it? Carefully here. Okay, good to know. I don't have Gamor on my list, right? So I can't confirm what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be like a tiger? Okay. Gotcha. He said to just go east, which is why I'm over here. Is it more like actually in the village I was in earlier? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Be careful not to walk off the edge there. It's pretty brutal. If I was walking around in like these like khaki slacks. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. That might be all of them. Wait, no. I have to, like, get rid of all of them here, right? Beware of dogs. Lock on to NPCs. These are the ones I'm trying to save. Okay, it still says kill, so that means there must be more I have to find yet, I take it. Probably not the spiders at all. Is that to use all the metal that I'm finding? Like there's bay guards near here. How can I be sure that I've completed the quest? I can try to turn those up. It's weird. It's like the audio balance is completely fine for talking to NPCs and everything else is like pretty variable. The combat music is relatively loud. Guess I could use my... Okay. Yeah, it still says kill Gamors. But normally it does update when you're good enough, I guess.
Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
Okay. And that area in the southeast that I was near was around the tutorial area. There's like a portal in the water that goes back to the tutorial zone. Far southeast corner equals tutorial zone.
Yo, Shorty. I got rid of the Gamors for you.
Oh, happy moon! I hope you did not hurt any of my friends.
I tried not to.
That is all I need to know. Now, your reward.
Thanks.
Thanks, bud. Yo, shorty. So I have to like use that door key essentially. Okay, I need to make a note about that. You see a locked door. Locked door. Go to inventory with F and select key to carry. Oh my god, so much. Are there enough keys on the map to buy everything? Do crates and pots have things in them usually? Save real quick before I try to pop them here. Assume this game doesn't have like stealing. Just pots. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, this game would have absolutely blown my mind if I had been able to play it in 1999. It sounds like the number of people who could actually play it when it launched was like vanishingly small, right? No one gets mad if you break pots. Okay. And if something's available to loot, it doesn't count as like stealing or anything like that.
Excuse me, pal. How's it going?
At long last, the Ulukai has arrived. My father would be proud to know that I am meeting you.
He would?
Yes, Ulukai. He was a recreator like I am. My name is Klath. I am eager to be helping you.
Oops.
Can you explain what a recreator is exactly?
We are but a few Eloi Talan who can recreate simple objects after we have examined them with our essence. We have been working for Faerad.
So Eloi Talan are the blue ones.
For his soldiers.
Against your wishes, I hope.
That is true, Ulukai. And to show this, I would like to offer to help you on behalf of all recreators. You need only show us any of your sacred objects which fuel your weapons, and we will attempt to make them for you.
How do you know about those?
All Talan have them, Ulukai. We have studied them and found that we would be able to recreate some of these objects with material from Adelpha. If you want any more history about us recreators, see Hoon in Okriana.
Can you make me any weapons?
Sorry, Ulukai. The weapons we know how to make are made to be fueled by a Fey Talan essence, like the soldiers. From what I hear, you do not have this essence, and these weapons cannot be used by you. I wish I could do this for you, you must know.
Oh, Gonda's blue as well. Are those the only two colors? I guess I've seen yellow for like animals.
What do you need to make weapon fuel for me?
You need only bring a sample of the weapon fuel you need made, and I and the other recreators will know what you need made. At that time, we can tell you what material from Adelpha we will need to create your fuel.
Okay, so what gun am I using by default? Something on this list, right? I thought I brought up the gun list earlier. R HK P12.
Yo, Shorty. Can you make these?
I have seen
R equals review guns, get more ammo from blacksmith, town, palladium and metal. Can I stack all of these?
Will this be enough?
I can make what you ask with these, yes. Please give me some time.
Okay. He's crafting a thing for me. Does he take a significant amount of time to finish that?
Can I see you for a second? Could you heal me?
Of course, Ulukai. Now be more careful.
I think I've seen both of those.
How do all Talon feel about me?
There is no real way.
Okay, still neutral. Few minutes. Okay. Oh, he actually has to do an animation to heal me. Okay, can heal from light blue shaman in town for free. That will. Time is not an issue. Key, which is exciting. Heck yeah. Gotcha. Is this meant to be like an openable or lootable chest, or is it like locked or something?
Stable organic energy detected.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm really glad they got rid of the slowing you down. Is that what the 1.1 update does? It's a prop. Okay. Normally, if I'm able to interact with something, I can just walk over it and it's fine. Or it'll obviously have like a lock on it. See if the blacksmith is done.
Are you finished yet?
I am. May these help you in your quest, Ulukai.
Thanks, bud. Sweet.
So, where can I find some green halidium?
All around the regions of Adelpha, Ulukai.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
These grow up from the ground like plants.
Oh, that's nice.
Where can I find some metal?
Look to the large mounds of earth. They are usually found there.
Okay, so that's my main way of getting ammo, is by having them craft it. So I don't have to worry about being like super precise or I have to conserve my ammo as much. Question, let me think how to ask it. So my character doesn't really level up, right? Like there's no experience points or anything like that. I get stronger by getting more guns and equipment and stuff so that I can take out the Fey soldiers more easily, is that right? Yeah, maybe they split it up. You travel between portals, ingredients respawn. Okay. So when it says that like certain regions are harder, it just means that there's like a lot higher enemy density and it might be tough for me to deal with it with just the starting pistol, essentially. Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. Oh, wow, that's really, really ambitious. Okay, there's more soldiers off to the west. Maybe I don't want to go in that direction just yet. Gotcha. And I guess to start here, let's see. I didn't stop Narn.
Have you seen Ilot?
I believe him to be northwest of here. I do not see him from here.
Cool. Okay. Northwest, you say? Might have to encounter some of these soldiers. White, yellow, red. Okay.
Have you seen Ilot?
Go northwest from me, Ulukai.
Okay. So if they say I cannot see him, does that mean like literally not in line of sight? Okay, so those guys have yellow shirts, so they're potentially scarier. We're about at the end of stream, so now's a good time for me to save, and I don't have to leave too many future Marstead notes because I've updated the file the entire episode. How to attack. They'll point if it's in line of sight. Okay, gotcha. Mid-level energy source means aggro Talon. Uh-oh. Oh no. Perfect timing. Okay. I did just save. Future Marstead, look back a second ago to see where the save point was. Right now you're doing a quest to look for Elot. You can talk to the NPCs and ask about Elot. If they're in their line of sight, they'll point to them, but they said generally in the northwest. You'll have to pull out your gun and shoot the red circles on the map. I don't have too many other notes for you because I've already populated the Outcast Future Marstead text file with a ton of information, so make sure you read all of that in advance of the session and keep lots of notes. The controls are all at the top of the notepad file. A lot of stuff you can get in-game if you look at the lexicon. But you kind of have the idea. It's an open world game. You got to do quests in the different regions. You access the regions via portals. And you have to be careful exploring areas that are filled with Fey Talon. Thanks for sharing this game. It's really cool. I've never heard of it. I didn't know that there was an open world game that came out this early. 1999 is insane. And it's actually pretty playable. Like, I'm guessing that the 1.1 changes made it a lot more playable than it originally was. It had issues with like slowdown when walking in the watery areas. And I guess it sounds like they changed a bunch of other things to feel a lot better, but it holds up pretty well. I'm having a good time with it. So yeah, thanks for sharing. We'll check it out next time.